If you're looking for an affordable way to really change up the look of your 24 and newer Mustang at home, well then you should definitely check out the Sec10 Smoked Vinyl Tint Kit that we're talking about here today. Now this kit will include vinyl to smoke the headlights, taillights, bumper markers, along with both front and rear side markers on your S650, all for just north of $100. Smoked out, murdered out, blacked out, whatever you guys want to call it, it's a very popular look for a lot of Mustang owners out there and has been for decades. Now the reality is it's a very easy way to completely transform the look of your ride, add a more sinister or aggressive appearance, and it's one that I really dig as well. Now thanks to kits like the Sec10 option that we have here today, it's also going to be a very affordable way to change up the look of your S650 and do so in a way that isn't permanent. So if you ever want to revert your car back to stock, change up the look again, you totally could just simply yank them off. So again, this kit does include tint for essentially every exterior light on your 2024 and newer Mustang, all of which has been precision cut to fit each light perfectly. In fact, Sec10 does test and tweak each design first on their own S650 before finalizing their kit, so the end result is a near perfect finish on your S650 at home. Now, moving into further details here with the construction, they're gonna use some really quality stuff here, guys, in the category, thanks to their 5mm cast smoked vinyl, which is not only extremely durable, offering at least 5 years of use before any fading or degradation, but it's also going to be essentially optically clear, so it will help prevent light distortion once installed and still allow over 80% of your light to essentially pass through, which is impressive given the dark appearance of this tint kit. Now, as far as price is concerned, well, a kit like this, as I mentioned earlier, really does peg the old bang for your buck meter, coming in just north of $100. You're gonna be completely changing the look of your S650 for essentially a fraction of the cost of changing out all of the lights on your ride. So again, if you're looking for something to really alter the appearance, add that aggressive look, but do so affordably, it's really hard to beat a kit like this. Last but not least, let's move into the installation. And because you are dealing with essentially 14 separate pieces of vinyl, expect this one to be a little bit more labor intensive than maybe if you were just doing the headlights by themselves. Now, this is certainly one of those jobs where you want to pack your patience. The end result will certainly be much better, so definitely take your time. You'll be thankful in the end. Now, Sec10 does include some really good instructions along with the squeegee here that you will use to kind of squeegee out any excess water and soap that will help you get the vinyl in place in the first place. Now, with all this aside, Site's just still going to call this a strong 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, but I would say at least 3 hours to complete from start to finish. But now to give you a better idea of how this one might go down at home, let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough.
For this install, you need a heat gun, the supplied squeegee, a microfiber, and a sprayer with soapy water. All right, today we're going to be putting a light tint kit on our Mustang, so let's get started. So we're going to start here in our front with our headlight. Now we already cleaned our headlight off camera, so you want to just go ahead and do that and make sure it's all the way dry, make sure there's no debris under it. After that, we're just going to grab a bottle of soapy water. We're just going to give that headlight a light mist. We're going to grab our tint film. Just make sure you have the right one. Just line it up to the headlight. Just match up the corners. Just going to peel that off. If you want, you can give the back of the tint film just a light mist also. Just helps it move around a little bit. Then we're just going to match up our top corners. Just work our way across, holding it at the top of the light and into our corner. Grab our supplied squeegee, just give it a light squeegee just to get it helped in place. And then we're going to grab our heat gun. Just going to give our heat gun a light blast on the bottom because you'll see the film starting to pull up a little bit. Use the heat gun with the squeegee at the same time. You'll see the film start to shrink to the headlight. That's exactly what we want. Make that glue nice and sticky. Now that that's shrunk a little bit, we're going to take our heat off. Just soak the front of it, just so our squeegee slides nicely and doesn't scratch it. just get out any air bubbles that you see. All right, if you need to, just keep repeating that process using the heat gun and the squeegee. Just keep getting those air bubbles out. Once you have those air bubbles all out, just hit it one last time with the heat gun. Help dry it up. We can move on to our side marker. Now we're gonna repeat that same process. Now our light is already clean. You just wanna make sure that you have the right film because the back marker is just a little bit shorter. Just make sure you have the one for the front. Just gonna give it a light mist on the back of the lens. Just set that over and slide it into position. If you get it in position, grab that heat gun. And give it another mist. Grab our squeegee. Just get out any air bubbles that we might have in there. All right, once we have that done, you can go ahead and repeat those same steps for the headlight and the side marker on the other side. Now we're gonna come back to our rear side marker. So we're gonna do the same thing. It's already clean. Just give it a light mist of water. Pull our lens off. Give that a slight mist as well. Just get that into position. Center that up and get our heat gun. Just give that a light blast. Spray it down, then give it a good squeegee. Get all the air bubbles out. Like I said before, if you need to, just keep going back and forth between the heat gun and the squeegee just to get everything secured down. Get a good wipe off. Then we'll move back to our rear reflector. So we're going to move back to our rear reflector here. It's the same thing, give it a light mist. Peel that off. Now we're just gonna mark up our corners and keep that top edge at the top of our reflector. And grab our heat gun. And our squeegee, just get any water or air bubbles out. Put that down, and then we can move on to our tail light. Now we're gonna move on to our tail light. So our tail light are 3 separate strips. We'll go over each of these. We're gonna do one at a time. So give it a light mist. We're starting the inside one. Now the tail light definitely is the hardest of them all, just to get this seam inside here. So I get that located in the roundabout area, get our heat gun out. Just gonna push our squeegee right into that crack there. Just squeegee that all out. Just gonna use the squeegee just to fold the edges over a little bit. And then when it comes to this seam right here, it's kind of just a little bit easier just to use your finger. Just kind of round it out around that curve. Once you have that one all done, let's go ahead and move on to the other 2. All right, and our last one. All right, once you're all done with all them, just give them a good spray down, a good cleaning. Then you can go ahead and repeat those same steps for the tail light, marker light, and reflector on the other side. And that wraps up our install of our Sec 10 light tint kit, smoked for our 2024 and newer Mustang. And remember, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.